Okay, hey Periscope, I'm here with my girlfriends. We are having breakfast right now at Granny's Buffet. So everybody is refilling their drinks, and we're going to share a little bit about how positive thinking has changed our lives. So I remember back in the day when I had all kinds of drama going on. My baby daddy didn't treat me good, and I would go and talk to my pastor and complain, and they would give me all this wonderful advice about things that I should do differently, and then I would go back and have more problems, more issues, more drama, and I'd come back to them. And one day I remember them telling me that I couldn't keep doing that. I couldn't keep not listening to their advice, going away, having problems and issues, and then coming back and telling them about my problems and not, making a conscious effort to take their advice and do anything about it. So I remember that being just a very profound turning point for me, and one of the earlier times in my life where I decided to, sort of heed that advice and do things differently. I'm just getting my coffee, and I'm overfilling it. Oops. No, I'm at, not at Roasters, I'm at Granny's Buffet. So anyway, yeah, I just got here it is. I just got that. So anyway, I'm going to go over here and sit down with my girlfriends, and we're going to just share a little bit of our own stories with you guys about how positive thinking really does change your life. I mean, it really, really does. So much less drama, so many wonderful things. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now. I'm back at the table, and I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see them, and we're going to okay, so these are all my girlfriends. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Okay, so actually, I'm going to have to stand over here because, oh my gosh, I can't get everybody in. Now I guess I can sit down. I can just focus on one person at a time. Oh, Happy John said, hey, girlfriends. Hey, Happy John. So the topic that we're talking about again today is how positive thinking has changed our lives. And so any one of you guys want to just jump in with something that kind of has been profound for you, I guess, in terms of how positive thinking has changed your life?
It's been a challenge for me, honestly, I have to say. With my belief system growing up, a lot of been around negative. You start to bring that into your home environment, not knowing it, and then your vibration energy matches up to the person's. That it's either negative, and then it reflects back on you, so it's your image. Then you're like, why am I so angry about this person, how they're doing things? So then I have to realize that's my resentment of that person. So then I have to think, I have to put positive into mine. I should be sending that person blessings and conditional love for them and myself. So I've been working on that up and down, and then I think it also it goes with everything that happens from how you were raised to work environment, relationships, friendships, co-workers, everything that you do, and in an environment setting. So that's something that I work on through the whole universe and the whole world. Everybody has something. You're going to match that energy and vibration, and then you'll see yourself in that person. And it can be the smallest thing, whether you admit it or not, but once you accept it and figure that out, because you're still fighting it, then you can come ease at it and you can release it.
Yeah.
And then I send that back into positive. So that's what I've been working on myself for positive affirmations and understanding, loving, accepting, and finding who the spiritual person I need to be here on this earth.
Good job. Good job. That's awesome.
Our speaker.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that when I do send blessings towards somebody that I've had a negative relationship with, the way my thinking has changed that situation, and that relationship heals and changes completely.
Happy John said you should be on Oprah. We're talking about, maybe it was Margaret, I don't know. Somebody needs to go on Oprah. Hey, I think I need to go on Oprah, but thank you.
I said that.
I know. I would love to
write to Oprah, and I said, why am I saying that?
So yeah, I think we've all kind of experienced those things that you know, you want to put the blame on somebody else. You want all of the problems to be, you know, caused by somebody else. And hi, Alan and Maru from Buenos Aires. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're just kind of sharing our own, you know, personal stories about how positive thinking has changed our lives. And so, hey, Mary, do you want to share something about that?
Everything that I've opened myself up to, and being around positive women, strong women, has really changed my life. It impacted my way of thinking. I was always the person, why boo-hoo, why me? Why do these things happen to me? And if it wasn't for my bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck. And the more I read and the more you guys share with me, it's really changed my life. And I'm trying to have that in my home life with my children. We've tried emotion code. We talk more. I was sharing with Christina that my attitude with my children are different. I try not to react and just take out my frustrations on them. So it's like overflowed into my family life and just making everything positive for myself. I think I'm way overdue, and I'm very thankful and practicing gratitude on a daily basis. I wake up now, you know, saying thank you, thank you, thank you, and it just starts my day off to a great start. And I just, when I feel myself like from the drama in my workplace, trying to break that calmness that I'm trying to stay in, I just bring myself back, you know, and bless that person that might be impacting me or giving me negative vibes or stuff. And I've just really changed in my workplace and overflowed, like I said, into other situations. And I'm very, very thankful. And I continue to practice. Like Margaret says, it's a challenge, and it's just a daily thing you have to practice.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's a challenge in the sense that you tend to get pulled back into that old pattern. That's the challenge. Is you when you get triggered, you want to go back to the old way of
your old reactions or
reacting, and so that's the challenge. Is like trying to remember to step back and see things from a different perspective and not be in the whole.
Hi, Cole. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, and thinking and being in the whole, like, you know, they did this to me. They did this to me. Who, you know, they did this to me. This whole victim thing. If you step back from that and be able to see it from a different perspective and understand that they're just coming from a place of woundedness, you know, and you can just be just think things in a positive way and understanding and know that has nothing to do with you, and sending them love and blessings and be grateful for. Being in gratitude is absolutely beautiful. It's, you know, really can impact the way you start your day.
Yeah. So then everything around you starts to feel better. Everything around you start noticing more synchronicities. I think we talk about that a lot. Cole wanted to know what we're eating. We're at Granny's Buffet. So I had a salad because I can't do breakfast foods, but I think everybody else had breakfast this morning.
I had a salad.
Yeah, and Margaret had a salad. So
And a frappuccino.
And yeah, frappuccinos. Oh yeah, I got the some kind of coffee drink here. So anyway, that's what we're doing.
You should come be here with us too.
Yeah, we're actually, Cole, if you're still there, where are you located? Anyway,
and what would you be eating if you were here?
Yeah, he's in Boise.
Oh, awesome!
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
We're eating potatoes from Boise. The hash browns.
That's right. And hey, we're gonna go to the Holistic Expo, Health Expo in Coeur d'Alene on the 31st. So if you decide that you want to go there, hey, you should come and see if you can catch up with us. So anyway, I think. Oh, Tyler is in Kennewick. Oh, we're in Kennewick too, Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. Hi, Tyler.
So yeah, we're just here at Granny's Buffet. We're gonna probably head over to Super Supplements. They're having a health expo today at Super Supplements, so we're gonna go over there after we finish here. But I just wanted to share a little bit more about the benefits and like what kind of results are we getting from actually thinking positive. So what's the biggest result or change that you feel has happened in your life from changing your thoughts and changing your way of thinking to being more positive?
I just know that when I'm going back to the old way, I always pull myself back. Or I hear one of my friends say, "Oh, this," and I'm like, "You have to manifest it.
Mm-hmm.
You create your."
Yeah, and just knowing that you're creating your own reality. I think that's huge, that you're creating your own experiences. And that if you have a positive mindset, a positive outlook on things, that, it really helps to the way that you experience it. It literally changes the way that you experience it when you know that your own mindset is what's causing you to either have a happy experience or have a not happy experience. So, Cole says, attitude is everything.
Yes.
So I know for me personally, I have this wonderful group of friends that I didn't have before. So all these ladies that are here, they're so positive. We never have any drama with each other. We're always here encouraging each other, and
We just pull each other's hair gently.
Exactly.
Or they pull you away from pulling someone's hair.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Pre-group days.
I'm at a higher vibration now.
Cole, Tyler wanted to know how we all met each other. So it was really kind of an interesting, just kind of turn of events over the last actually 2 years. I think we all just kind of vibrated into each other's lives, and we have a meeting every Wednesday.
Which is really, I think that's a very important thing to remember, is that wherever you're vibrating, if people fall away, then it's okay. Let them. If you haven't seen them for a while or whatever, if they don't want to come around you or whatever, they're just vibrating somewhere else different, and you're vibrating in a new place, and you're going to start attracting people that are in your in your frequency kind of thing. And the more positive you become, you're going to start. And it's okay. People come and go, ebb and flow of life and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But this is cool.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, and we have a really good time. We go out, we do karaoke, we play, we have fun together.
We dance.
Yeah.
I saw this thing on Facebook that said that everybody that comes into your life, they're either a lesson or a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
So these women are my blessing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Spirit
Absolutely.
and Creator.
Absolutely. Cole says, I'm taking a communications class, and the teacher always talks about increasing our vibrations. So yeah, that's really all you're doing. And I think the number one way to increase your vibration, and you guys can chime in here, is really just having more love for yourself. It's really that developing that self-love. And then when you start to really notice that inside yourself, because you're being more positive and you're thinking more positive, and you're like, you know what, you can look in the mirror and say, I really love myself. I think, Margaret, you have a really good story about that, about how you look in the mirror and you say, I love myself. And at first you really didn't believe it. But then over time, it just got stronger and stronger. And then that's how you raise your vibration, and all kinds of, wonderful things start happening. People start showing up in your life that are, on your level and that help to elevate you and lift you up. So I think that's kind of the...
Sorry,
that's all right.
Out of tune right for a second. All this stuff was coming to me. For me, I struggled with abandonment, and I struggled with no dad, no mom, in and out of the streets, foster homes. I became an angry, selfish person, a bully person. So my fear was to guard myself with my 2 fists in my mouth. I had no fear of anybody that came at me. That was my anger. Since the age of 14, I've been in counseling off and on. And I learned right away, they said, you have to accept who you are. And I was always trying to want them to accept me, because I was not accepted from my parents. So when I had to, it was really hard facing myself in the mirror and saying, I love you. To this day, I can still say things still bring me to tears, and I'm waiting for that day to it's done so I can believe in myself and knowing that I love myself. You don't know it until you actually try it and you're by yourself. For me, it works maybe about 6 times. I call myself out. Once I can call myself out and say my name and look at that person back and forth, I'm like, there she is. And then my tears will start falling, and I have to say, I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. You are enough. You are loved. And those are the hardest things to state to yourself. Because if you feel since the day that you were born that you weren't accepted, you weren't even supposed to be here, you have those somebody else's emotions and you're trapped inside of you. And so you can feel that. So if you think everybody's feeling that way, so my guard for me is if I can just make you laugh and be happy, I'm cool. Then I'm in the ease balance zone. You don't have to like me, you don't have to like me, because that's who I am. I become where I can laugh and have fun. But I don't get attached because I get a fear that you're going to leave me. So, because that goes back with the back. So I'm like, oh, I can't get too close because they might hurt me and I'm afraid. So that's my fear. So once I start keep practicing saying that in the mirror, I know that I'm here for a purpose and learn that and overcome that because I came back again, then I can keep going on this journey past and love everyone just as love myself. And the only person that I can love and accept myself is me and be my best friend. Yeah. Nobody can take that from me, only me. But because of that, because of what happened, that became who I was.
Right.
Well, so now I'm changing my thinking process of how I look at things and everybody's perspective of how they look at me. I became somebody I wasn't for the longest time, for years. And the first time in my life, in 2015, I started feeling better. Going to the top, doing things that I would never have done before because I kept fearing of people's thoughts about who I was at that time. But the deep down inside me was like, no, this is you. You come out, you do who you're supposed to be because you love that.
Yeah.
And you love yourself doing it.
Yeah. And I think it also, like from what you're saying, it goes into being more authentic with yourself. Mm-hmm. Learning how to really stand in the truth of who you are and being authentic with who you are and accepting yourself completely. Right. Yeah, he says, have you ever listened to the song I by Kendrick Lamar? Have you guys ever heard that song?
No.
I haven't either, but I'll check it out.
Yeah. YouTube it.
Yeah. So, so it's, self-authenticity, loving yourself.
And loving yourself. Sometimes it's hard because you don't know how to love yourself. But it is, I think the first step that you can do today is
about self-love.
Choosing the things that bring you joy. What makes me happy? What pleases me right now? What do I want to do right now? What do I want to do today that's going to bring me joy and happiness? Yeah. And know that we have too much life in ourselves to be just sitting around. It's time to play. Yeah. It's time to come out and play with everyone.
Have fun.
And dance.
And enjoy life. And then watch what happens. Watch what happens with your relationships and with other people, how less drama you have and how more enjoyment you have and how much more abundance you begin to have and how just everything starts to really shift and change. And so that's the art of allowing. That's my hashtag art of allowing. Mm-hmm. That's what it is, because it really is when you begin to realize that you are actually creating your experiences because you are allowing yourself to be more positive and be more happy and have more joy and so it goes into all those things. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for being on this scope with us. And if you like it, go ahead and add me so that you can continue to get. It's Jess. Hey, Jess. We watched a little bit of your stuff this morning. Oh, look, she's giving us hearts.
Yes, hearts.
So maybe one day you can come join us. But so anyway, we're going to get out of here. We're going to go over to Super Supplements and check out the holistic fair that they're having over there. And, go ahead and check out my website. I have a blog post on the art of allowing and exactly what it is and how it works and how you can use it to change yourself and change your life and have a happier, more fulfilled life. Love you too, sweetie. And so everybody say bye.
We weren't like all like
and hey, watch the replay if you get a chance.